guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. My name is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. Today we're going to talk about why Meta and all these other companies are failing, and we've done one of these videos now for Twitter. We've done one, I think, for Google. This is for Meta. Here's a woman that has managed to work perhaps 3 hours a day, is probably making six figures, and is complaining about having to go back and work on campus. And wait till you see everything that they get in campus. And if you're just a normal 9-to-5 guy and you get incredibly frustrated seeing the women like this, and men too, but it's the women that are putting up these videos and bragging about how great and easy and wonderful their lives are while they get paid six figures. I have a feeling they're gonna be getting their just desserts as the layoffs happen, as money tightens up. All these goodies are gonna go away. All these wonderful benefits are going to go away. The salaries will get cut back. The layoffs will happen. And this is obviously someone, if you only work 3 hours a day, you're not producing much. Because, it's like business meeting, and then we do this. And I'm going to play it. It's got some background music to it, so I don't know if it's copyright type music, so I'm going to pause it here and there to make sure I break it up, and I'll throw in a comment here and there. But this is her day in the life of Meta. No wonder their stock is falling off a cliff.
This is a day in my life as a product designer at Meta. I work out of their headquarters in Menlo Park, and this campus honestly reminds me of Disneyland. Okay,
let me just pause it right here. I've been to Disneyland, not in 25 years. I was a little tight, but I've been to Universal Studios. I just went there a couple weeks ago. And again, it's a playground. It's adult children adulting and pretending to adult, and these companies catering to them like they think they need them. And then why not? They've got all this extra money, but that's going away. So it's like Disneyland, and here she says it's a 9:30 a.m. breakfast. Now, I worked for a Fortune 500 company. They did have places we could eat, but oftentimes you didn't have to pay. It was just kind of taken. It wasn't directly taken out of your salary, but when they gave you a salary, they'd say, this includes this, this, and this. So many of these things oftentimes are included in their salary. So she starts at 9:30 a.m. with a breakfast.
At 9:30, I got breakfast with my team who are here this week for a 3-day design workshop. Okay,
so she says 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So she gets there and starts working at 9:30 a.m. She eats at 9:30 a.m. And so she doesn't start work until 10. And from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., design thinking activities. Different design thinking activities. So basically they're sitting around coming up with ideas. That's what they're getting paid for, is to think.
In the morning, we did different design thinking activities before getting lunch at our barbecue pit.
Okay, so, and again, I have to keep breaking this up because of the stupid background music. And because I don't know if it's copyrighted. So she gets barbecue at noon. So really, what have they done so far today? Nothing really. I've been in these type of meetings. They're very casual. You kind of brainstorm a little bit, come up, jot some notes down to get some ideas to maybe think about later. That's it. And they show people here sitting and lots of drinks, lots of food, lots of coffee. Don't see a whole lot of work getting done.
Which is our smokehouse on campus. We couldn't forget about desserts.
Again, sorry, I got to keep breaking this up. It's this damn music. Then it's dessert. So again, now we are eating for our third time. Gee, I wonder why obesity is such a problem. They're eating for their third time. It's only lunch. And again, they've still accomplished nothing.
So we went to our sweet shop to get some ice cream. In the afternoon, we continued working on our different projects.
Okay, and they say, she said, working on our different projects from 1 p.m. until 4:30 p.m. That, she says, work time, which is, again, 3.5 hours. But what do we have? We got a couple people casually sitting around a work desk here. One screen is off. They're working on different projects while they eat and drink and get fat.
On our different projects before exploring the campus on bikes.
Okay, again, I just got to keep pausing this. Okay, so now they're going to go for a bike ride around campus.
Next, we went to another building to explore our 9-acre rooftop park.
Oh, so They go for a little bike ride, burn 17 calories, and then it's snack time. Now they're eating for what, the fourth or fifth time for the day.
We grab some snacks and drinks before sitting outside in our courtyard. We took the shuttle back to Classic Campus.
Okay, and then she says we take the shuttle back after lounging on campus, and it says here, and ended the evening with a team dinner. So they're eating for like the fifth or sixth time.
And ended the evening with a team dinner. This is a day.
Why is obesity so bad in our country? These people do nothing all day. These people do nothing all day. I don't even have a title card for this video yet. Look, guys, I hope this makes some of you feel better. It certainly makes me feel better. These spoiled, elitist, entitled women and men, there are men here too, but it's not the men making these videos. They're sitting around all day. They're eating, they're snacking. They're like, hey, and I've been to these meetings. It's like, hey, let's have a meeting and we discuss a bunch of things that, I mean, it's on a scale of 1 to 10 for as far as creativity and working hard, it's a 1, like maybe a 2. It's not difficult. You jot down some notes and then you'll think about it and you'll discuss it in next week's meeting. And sometimes that's why it takes 6 months to get anything done in these things. Other than that, she went on a bike ride and has eaten 6 times. And again, and it's all free. It's team meetings, team dinners, team events, because we're doing a little bit of work and then we can write it off. I know these buzzwords because my old company used to do this stuff. The difference is we were network engineers. We actually accomplished a lot. Our meetings were very focused. They were an hour long at max. Maybe you sipped on a coffee. And you had to come up with some stuff. Like if you sat there and everybody was quiet for more than 3 seconds, it was, well, I mean, what are we going to do here, guys? Come on. You know, there would be a little nudging, like let's spitball here. In the meantime, they're just chatting and, you know, they're talking about their dates and their social life and how they're being held back by the man and everything else. But here's the good news. These people are all going to be out of a job, or at least 9 out of the 10 of them are. And that 1 or 2 people that are left are going to have to do all the work, and they're not going to have the free food because there's cutbacks. There's not going to be time for bicycle rides because of cutbacks. There's not going to be any shenanigans anymore. And the reason why this is just so sweet to me is because these are the people that spit on you. These are the people that call the flyover states flyover states. These are the ones that say, who cares what people in rural areas want to do? It's us in the cities. It's we elite that need to decide how the world is run. Well, the hard metal glove of pimp slap reality is going to come crashing into their face and bring them back around. And they're going to find that all of a sudden they're going to have to work really hard for those 6 figures, or they're going to be serving coffee because as they're released from Meta, they're also not hiring at Twitter, and they're also not hiring it at Google, and they're also not hiring at Amazon. And all of a sudden you're going to have all these spoiled tech kids that have loans of $200,000 each that need to be repaid. They're going to be working as a barista, you know, or a waitress or something like that, making, I don't know, 20, 30 grand a year. And they're going to have to move back home with mommy or live with 17 of them in their San Francisco apartment so they can afford it as they dodge human feces on the street to get to work and hope they don't get mugged. I'm telling, these hard times are they're going to level the playing field real quick. And again, you know, certain jobs are going to be replaced by humans, but I don't think, you know, electrical work and plumbing and HVAC and that kind of stuff, carpentry, I don't see that being replaced anytime soon. Those are hands-on job, getting sweating, getting dirty. And yes, manufacturing may not, you know, they may not be manufacturing much, so it may seem like you may not have a lot of work. But as we, you know, the globalism, the global economy and all that stuff seems like it's starting to fall apart. Like China's not producing much right now. They're kind of locked down because of the bug, and they have a 0 bug policy in place to like 2027 or something like that. They're not producing. Germany, that does a lot of high-end, the 3 biggest, you know, manufacturers or creationists in the world is China, the United States, and Germany, actually. And with China kind of shutting down, a lot of the raw products that get processed and a lot of the things that are made China's the workforce, the labor force. And if that goes away, you're going to need to find laborers. And it's going to probably be in your own country if you can't move these products around, because things are starting to break down a little bit. And as you can't move them around, you're going to have to build new factories that once were in China. You may have to build them in United States or Germany or Europe. We may see some consolidation of this global stuff. They want to keep pushing for it, but with all the conflict and the rise in the fuel prices and them breaking down fossil fuels and things like that, saying we need to go green, and it's throwing off all the production lines. And I think we're going to see a breakdown to where things get localized a little bit more. That's my hope, at least, is that we can bring some of the labor and some of the products back to the countries instead of shipping things, across 30 borders just to make one product. So hopefully they'll find reasons to still need construction and the hands-on blue-collar crafts here at the United States, as well as overseas. We'll have to see. But these kids are in for some hard times. I'll tell you that much right now. Guys, if you're not a member, you can become a member free over at betterbachelor.locals.com. You can become a supporter for $5 a month. I'm testing some products. I don't have my BB beanie on, but it kind of looks like this when I have my BB beanie on. I got some laminated stickers and just some fun things. And the way I thought about this is it's like B for Bachelor and B for, I don't know, whatever you want it to stand for, but red pill and gray, being gray philosophy, not getting upset at the world. And I thought that might be kind of a fun logo that's low-key. I'll be coming out and I'm testing these items to see how well they last and how well they stick, and if it's worth releasing to you guys, because I do not want to put out a bad product. That would be horrible for those of you that might want a little something to support the channel, as well as some cool gear to wear. So I'll have that out for you soon. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. We'll see you in the next one.